I'm James Harrison. For 9 years, I thought I knew my wife. Jessica worked as a senior product manager at Tech Vision Solutions in San Francisco. I'm a patent attorney specializing in intellectual property for tech startups. The kind of work that pays extremely well but keeps you behind the scenes. We had a good life. A Victorian in Pacific Heights, 2 cars, annual trips to Europe. Jessica was ambitious, driven, always networking. I supported that. I handled our finances, managed our investments, kept our life stable while she climbed the corporate ladder. Tuesday morning, 6:47 a.m. Jessica was rushing around our bedroom, packing for a 3-day leadership summit in Chicago. "James, have you seen my charger?" she called from the bathroom. "Kitchen counter," I said, still in bed. She grabbed her bag, kissed me on the forehead. "Love you. Back Friday." "Safe flight." The door closed. I heard her Uber pull away. I got up, made coffee, opened the iPad we kept in the kitchen, the one we both used for recipes, news, shared calendars. Jessica usually worked on her laptop, but sometimes she'd check email on the iPad when her laptop was charging. The screen lit up. Gmail was open. Her account, still logged in. She'd forgotten to log out. I almost closed it. Almost. But then I saw the notification at the top of the screen. New message from Marcus Chen. Subject: Re-Q4 exit strategy, timeline confirmation. Marcus Chen, her mentor at Tech Vision, the VP she'd worked under for 5 years, she mentioned him occasionally. Brilliant strategist, great leader, nothing unusual, except the subject line. Exit strategy. I clicked. The email opened. And my 9-year marriage ended in the time it took to read 3 paragraphs. Your share 4.2 meta, mine 6.8 meta. Combined, we'll have enough to start the consulting firm we discussed. Clean break, new life, new business, just like we planned. Jessica's reply. Perfect. James has no idea about the stock options I negotiated separately. He thinks I'm just a salaried employee. When Tech Vision goes public, he'll assume I got the standard package. He won't know I negotiated 50,000 additional options through you. By the time he figures it out, the divorce will be final. I scrolled up. The email thread went back 5 years. 847 emails. I started reading chronologically. Year 1. Professional. Marcus mentoring Jessica on a product launch. Late-night strategy sessions, nothing inappropriate, just work. Year 2. Tone shift. Personal details creeping in. My wife doesn't understand the pressure. James is great, but he doesn't get ambition like you do. Still professional, but warmer. Year 3. The affair started. A conference in Austin. Last night changed everything. Plans to keep it secret. We can't risk our careers. Promises to be careful. Year 4. Business plans. They weren't just having an affair. They were building an exit strategy. A consulting firm. Clients already lined up. Office space scouted in Seattle. Partnership agreements drafted, all behind their spouses' backs. Year 5. The endgame. IPO timeline. Divorce strategy. Asset protection. Marcus was hiding money from his wife Catherine through offshore accounts. Jessica was underreporting her stock options to me. They had it all planned. March 2025, IPO April 2025, divorce filings. May 2025, stock liquidation. June 2025, new life in Seattle. It was October 2024. 5 months until their plan executed. I took screenshots. Every email, every attachment, every document. 847 emails became 847 pieces of evidence. Then I forwarded everything to my personal email, deleted the sent folder, cleared the trash, logged out of Jessica's account. By 9 a.m. I was sitting in my home office staring at a folder on my computer labeled Evidence. I didn't feel angry. I felt something colder. Clarity. I called my attorney, not our family lawyer, a specialist, divorce litigation, high net worth cases. "David, it's James Harrison. I need to see you today, and I need you to bring someone who specializes in stock option fraud." I smiled, nodded, asked about her flight. She had no idea. Over the next 3 weeks, I built my case. My attorney David connected me with a forensic accountant named Patricia Chen, No relation to Marcus. She specialized in uncovering hidden assets in divorce cases. These emails are gold, Patricia said, reviewing the evidence. Stock option fraud, conspiracy to hide marital assets. If she negotiated those options during your marriage, they're community property. She can't hide them. What about Marcus, I asked. If he helped her hide assets, he's complicit. TechVision's board won't like that. Neither will the SEC if we can prove he used his position to help her defraud you. We filed a motion to freeze Jessica's stock options. Quietly. Through the court. No public record yet. Just a legal hold preventing her from exercising or transferring them. We also sent a confidential letter to TechVision's general counsel. Subject: potential securities fraud by senior employees. Attached: selected emails showing Marcus and Jessica's plan to hide stock options and use insider knowledge for personal gain. I didn't confront Jessica. I didn't ask questions. I just waited. November passed. December came. Jessica was busy with year-end projects. I was busy with patent filings. We decorated the Christmas tree, hosted a holiday party. To everyone else, we were fine. But I was 3 steps ahead. I closed my laptop. What did you tell them? I said I didn't know what they were talking about. But James, they showed me emails. Between me and Marcus. Personal emails. How did they get those? I looked at her. What kind of emails? She hesitated. Work stuff, strategy discussions, nothing important. Jessica, if it's nothing important, why do you look terrified? She sat down. They're saying Marcus and I violated company policy, that we had an inappropriate relationship, that we conspired to hide compensation from our spouses. It's insane. Is it true? Silence. Jessica, is it true? It's complicated. No, I said quietly. It's actually very simple. Did you have an affair with Marcus? Did you hide stock options from me? Did you plan to divorce me after the IPO? Her face went white. How did you... You forgot to log out of your email. October 22nd. The iPad in the kitchen, I read everything. She stood up. You went through my private emails. You left them open on a shared device, and they weren't private. They were evidence of fraud. James, please, let me explain. I've already filed for divorce. The papers are with your attorney. You'll be served tomorrow. I've also frozen your stock options pending asset division. And I've notified TechVision's board about your and Marcus's plan to use insider information for personal gain. Her hands were shaking. You can't do this. I already have. Marcus was fired this morning. TechVision's board doesn't tolerate executives who use their position to defraud the company and their spouses. The SEC is reviewing the case. Jessica sank into the chair. This will ruin me. No, I said. You ruined yourself. I just documented it. She looked at me. I loved you. No, you loved the stability I provided while you built your exit plan. There's a difference. I stood up. I'm staying at the Fairmont tonight. My attorney will be in touch about asset division. The house, the cars, the investments will split according to California law. But those stock options? Those are community property. You tried to hide them. That's fraud. You'll be lucky if you don't face criminal charges. I walked to the door. James, please. I didn't look back. When the company finally went public in August 2025, the stock price was 40% lower than projected. Jessica's stock options, which she'd hoped would be worth 4.2 million, ended up worth 1.8 million after taxes and legal fees. Half went to me as community property. Marcus lost everything. His wife Catherine filed for divorce, took half his assets, and the offshore accounts he'd tried to hide became evidence in a criminal fraud case. He settled with the SEC, paid a $500,000 fine, and was barred from serving as an executive at any public company. Jessica left TechVision. No one wanted to hire a senior PM with an SEC investigation on her record. Last I heard, she was doing freelance consulting, making decent money. But not the empire she'd planned. I sold the Victorian in Pacific Heights, too many memories. Bought a penthouse in Soma with views of the Bay Bridge. Expanded my patent practice. Took on more clients, Apple, Google, Tesla. High-stakes IP litigation. My income tripled. My reputation grew. I traveled. New York, London, Tokyo. building a practice that didn't need anyone else's ambition to succeed. Some nights I'd think about that Tuesday morning, the forgotten logout, the notification on the iPad screen, how close I came to never knowing. But mostly, I didn't think about Jessica at all. Revenge was never the goal. I didn't want to destroy her. I just wanted the truth, and once I had it, documented, verified, legally binding, I could finally let go of the weight I'd been carrying, the weight of a marriage built on lies I never knew existed. 1 year after the divorce was finalized, I was working late in my new penthouse when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. James, it's Jessica. I know I don't deserve to talk to you, but I need to say I'm sorry. I made a terrible mistake. If there's any chance... I hung up, blocked the number. Some doors, once closed, should stay that way. I turned back to my laptop, pulled up a new patent filing for a client in Palo Alto, and got back to work. The best revenge I'd learned wasn't revenge at all. It was a forgotten logout, a folder full of screenshots, and the freedom to build a life that didn't need lies to succeed.